From the Washington Free Beacon, Muslim leaders to hold Stand with the Prophet rally in Texas. Muslim leaders from across America will gather in Texas this weekend to hold the annual Stand with the Prophet in Honor and Respect Conference, a weekend forum being billed as a movement to defend the Prophet Muhammad, his person, and his message. The Saturday event, which seeks to combat Islamophobes in America. Where is that happening? Where is this Islamophobia? Where is all of this Muslim backlash or backlash against Muslims? I mean, every time one of these events happens, like in Paris, the left starts wringing its hands, worried, oh my God, oh no, this is going to raise more backlash against Muslims, except there never is any. In fact, there is so little backlash that when they do have a rally, it's such big news because it's the first time there's ever been such a rally. And it became even bigger news because Obama didn't attend. Now, these are so-called moderate Muslims. Now, one of the things that this administration tells us, and the State Department has told us for years, and the drive-by media tells us, is that Islamist extremism is not anything to do with mainstream Islam, and it has nothing to do with moderate Muslims. And in fact, we are told that moderate Muslims oppose Islamist extremism as much as anybody. They're just a little bit afraid to say so, but don't doubt us, they say. Moderate Muslims oppose all of this jihad, and they oppose all this extremist behavior and so forth. If that were the case, why wouldn't these moderate Muslims be gathering to condemn what happened in Paris? Now, I know it's an annual thing, and it's not been convened because of what happened in Paris. But it nevertheless is being reported as Muslim leaders to hold Stand with the Prophet rally in Texas. And it seems like if what we're told about these moderate Muslims is true, that they could also maybe condemn the extremists who take action in the name of their religion that we're told they oppose. I don't know. It's just me. It's just me asking. Here's another one. This is from Cybercast News Service. 9 of the 10 worst countries for persecution of Christians have 50% or greater Muslim populations. 9 of the 10 countries with the worst records for persecution of Christians have populations that are at least 50% Muslim, according to the assessment of persecution in the Open Doors USA World Watch List, 2015. Communist North Korea topped the list for the 13th straight year for the regime's extreme persecution of Christians. Approximately 100 million Christians are persecuted worldwide, making them one of the most persecuted religious groups in the world. More than 70% of Christians have fled Iraq since 2003. More than 700,000 Christians have left Syria since the civil war began in 2011, according to this group. I would venture to say, I don't know this, I would venture to say something, however, and feel free to disagree with me if you wish, because it's just off the top of my head based on just a quick flash assessment. But my guess is that Muslims and practitioners of Islam are treated better in Christian countries than in non-Christian countries. I mean, look what's happening in Iraq. Look what's happening in Syria. Look what potentially could happen in Iran, where the primary population is Islam. And look at Saudi Arabia. Look what happens there to Muslims compared to what happens to Muslims, say, in Great Britain or in France or here in the United States. That's just off the top of my head. It's just a little observation off the top of my head, but it is kind of curious when you look at it that way.